Hey guys, thanks for coming out today. You and I are at Banner Recreation and Marine in Vernon, BC, Canada, and we're checking out this 2024 Can Am Maverick RX with a new fandangled front and rear suspension. This looks pretty weird, guys. Let's take a closer look. Sorry if it's too windy today. I'm having less and less time to film these days, so I gotta make the best with what I've got. But in typical Can Am fashion, they've basically blown things out of the water with this unit too. However, at like, what was it, 74 inches wide, I think it might be a little bit wide for a lot of the terrain we have here in the Okanagan. But needless to say, still a pretty wicked machine. So this guy is going to have a 240 horsepower Rotax 999T engine. Okay, so it's got 999 cc. It is turbocharged, triple cylinder engine, liquid cooled, and an integrated intercooler, of course, for the turbo, and a high performance air filter. It's got it'll have your typical ITC that Can Am is known for, the intelligent throttle control with electronic fuel injection, which is good. You're going to have a Rotax DCT 7-speed high and low range transmission, which would be kind of neat. For the drivetrain, you're going to have a lockable front differential with the exclusive Smart Lock. So it's going to have a true two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive with the front diff. And you got a four-wheel drive trail active and four-wheel drive trail. All these different modes, I guess. That's pretty cool. And your power steering is going to be a Gen 2 tri-mode DPS with high torque. It's got all the bells and whistles. It's very cool. So for shocks on this guy, you're going to have the Fox 2.5 podium piggyback shocks with the QS3 compression adjustment. And the rear shocks are going to be the exact same thing. Compression, the same QS3 compression adjustment and a bottom out control, which is kind of nice. The tires are actually going to be from ITP. It's a tenancy XNR 30 by 10 by 15, so you won't be needing to change those anytime soon. And a 15-inch aluminum rim. They look kind of weird actually on this one, weird in a good way. And brakes, you're going to have a 32mm hydraulic triple piston caliper on the front with a 265mm disc. So that's some pretty serious braking power. On the rear, you're going to have 30mm hydraulic twin piston caliper with a 255mm disc. So some decent braking power in the rear, of course, as well. So this is really what's new and improved. What a fandangle contraption that looks like, eh? So the front suspension is going to be a forged aluminum heavy-duty tall knuckle double A arm with sway bar. It's going to have 63 centimeters or 25 inches of wheel travel. That's pretty sweet. And the rear is a 4-link trailing arm with forged aluminum heavy-duty tall knuckle with, again, 63 centimeters or 25 inches of suspension travel. So the estimated dry weight on this guy is going to be 1,009 kilograms or 2,225 pounds. That's a big one. Your chassis and cage is like a high-strength dual-phase steel tubing with stampings, they call it. Your wheelbase is going to be 274 centimeters or 108 inches. Your ground clearance is going to be 43 centimeters or 17 inches. That's pretty good. The rear box capacity is going to be 90 kilograms or 200 pounds. And you're going to have like 8.1 liters of storage capacity. That works out to about 2 gallons, I guess. And a 50-liter, 13-gallon fuel capacity. That's huge. Might need it, I guess, with the turbo and 3 cylinders and stuff. So you're going to have, of course, an amazing display inside there. I will show you that in a second. But yeah, it's like a touchscreen display, just like your car and stuff. It looks very sweet. And of course, the sound system. You're going to have some premium LED lighting on the front and the rear and stuff as well. It's going to have a 4,500 pound winch, which will be great. 1700 watt magneto to run all your accessories and stuff. That's cool too. And it will come with a full roof and some half doors, which are good. Front lower deflector and front and rear anchor. That's good. And full plastic skid plate. And you're going to have a 6-month BRP limited warranty here in Canada. And of course you can bump that up if you feel you need to. So I've always been fascinated by the technology that Can Am comes out with. It just seems to be, in my opinion, far surpasses most. And normally it's tried and true. I mean, every single vehicle on the planet, whether it's a boat or an RV or a truck or car or one of these things, it's all man-made. It's going to have its weak points. And I guess the trick is to find the name brand that's got the least of those weak points. But Can Am definitely seems to do some research. The Austrian engineering behind it all, it sounds pretty impressive, and it seems to have the wow factor the majority of the time, which is great. Okay, let's have a peek inside here. So at first glance, you're going to have some serious seat building there. Very cool. Maybe it's a little bit of a sign of the thrill factor yet to come. Going to have some paddle shifting. And this is one's been out in the rain, so excuse the dirt. It's not too bad to get in. But here's this fantastic screen I was telling you about. Check that out. Bluetooth capability, backup camera, you name it. It's pretty cool. And there's also the one here as well. Can have some steering controls. Very cool. Flat bottom steering. There's some more buttons down here. And digitally automatic. It's pretty cool. Gonna have a couple of glove boxes there. There's one there, and there's actually one at the top, and that's for electrical, I think. We'll go take a look at that in a minute. Rear view mirror. Pretty cool. Okay, so here's the one pocket. And then you have another one here. And I think there's one on the other side. Let's go check. So on the other side here, here's your little release handles. That's interesting. And you got a little compartment over here. Okay. I gotta admit, the plastics on this one feel a little flimsy. I think they could have done a little bit better job of that. Suicide doors, pretty cool. And let's see what's in the box in the back here. Pretty shallow. You got some wing stuff happening here. Kind of cool. Lots of room to get at stuff back here. Sweet looking suspension system. A closer look at the front up here. Huh, very cool. And you're going to have some sweet LED lights at the front, so you won't need to upgrade those anytime soon. No winch on this one though. Actually, I thought it said it came with one. Interesting. Well guys, that'll about sum up yet another one for Canadian Quaders Review. I so appreciate you guys all being here. The videos are going to be a little bit sparse, I'll be honest. The time for filming and stuff, life has changed drastically for me. And some major changes, and so the future for me, I don't know. I'm not sure where I'm going to end up, but I appreciate you guys sticking with me, and I'll try to get videos out whenever I can. But come on down to Banner Recreation and Marine, check these guys out, come and talk to Mike. He's a fantastic guy, he loves to teach, he loves to talk. He'll teach you anything you need to know about these things, and you'll be happy that you came. So with that, thank you so much for watching. Please hit like and subscribe before you go. If we can get at least 10 likes for every video, that'd be so cool. And with that, I'm out of here, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks again for watching.